Oh!
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Well, today we got a review for Protodroid DeLta, and it's an indie game, but before that...
Did you know that the very first indie game came out in 1962? The game was called Space War, and the whole concept of the game was space combat. And yes, it is a video game. And after its creation, a bunch of students and employees decided to come together and make a game out of it. And that was its very first known video game to be played. Okay, so a little bit of a detail about this game. This game first started off on the PDP, and I'll show a screenshot of that as well on my screen. And then eventually they brought an early gamepad to reduce the difficulty and awkwardness for the game. The game has two spaceships, the Needle and the Wedge, and you engage in dogfights, maneuvering in the gravity. Each ship is controlled by humans, by real players, by real people. Each ship has limited weaponry and fuel for navigating throughout the spaces, and the player's ships do move without accelerating, and you're fighting through the hyperspace, and you move and you go to new locations on the screen. Though in some versions each use an increasing chance of destroying the ship instead. The game was initially controlled with PDP. So this game is definitely very important in our history. This is a game that, you know, started off these indie games, these small groups of people where people just love video games, and I just really admire that. I think this is something just so cool, and yeah, I guess like the public domain code was widely ported and recreated and stuff like that. So that's very, very cool. And if you want to look into this, I'll definitely put the link down below. This is just something I wanted to share. I feel like this is something that's just so genuine and so cool. It's history. It's very, very interesting. And then you got the Galaxy games, and you got Computer Space Asteroids, and you got all these different arcade games. So it's just, this game just kind of just expanded, just like every other game, like every other shooter and racing game. Grand Theft Auto, you know, Grand Theft Auto started off with, you know, just Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, and it's like literally just like regardless of that, I just wanted to share some of this information here. And anyways though, enjoy the Protodroid review. 30, 2730, 2730, 2730, 2730, 2730. Hey guys, welcome to my video. This is your boy A1 Solution, or you can call me Anthony, or Anthony Vlogs and Games, which I do both of, and I also edit, and I also make my own content, but that's on the other hand. But anyways though, we're going to be doing a Protodroid review. And what better to do it than live on my stream? This is live, by the way. I'm doing this live. I write my own notes. And I write my own notes.
Hey, are you watching the video? Are you watching?
Whoa. Just cause it helps me, you know, get my information out, all the things that I need to get out for the game. This game I played about 4 to 5 times now. Probably about 5 times. I think 5 times now, because I played a little bit more for this review video to get footage and stuff like that. But you'll see. And anyways though, see you in a second. The one thing I like about this game is the dialogue. The dialogue is really, really good. And on the screen, I'm gonna show you each person's, the people that voiced each character. Shout out to you people, the people that voiced these characters. You guys did, you guys and girls did so well. I really love the passion put into the voice acting. When I was playing it last night to get footage for my review, I noticed, I'm like, dude, like these people are putting a lot of passion into this, and I love it. And it really sparks a fire, a flame inside of myself that makes me want to keep playing and support a game like this. And I wish a game like this got more support. It's a really great game. It's just like MegaMan, and you know, you're gonna see some footage of that as well, and comparing the two. This game is just fantastic. And shout out to Humble Games as well for publishing this, and shout out to my dude out here, man. I freaking.
Oh. What got you driven to make the game? Definitely just my love for MegaMan, specifically MegaMan X, and just wanting to see it jump into the 3D world. You know, it's so crazy. Like some of the other games were really awesome in 2D, like Mario, Metroid, Zelda, and then they made their glorious jump into 3D in a way that sort of like revolutionized the genre and became like standard bearers for those genres. But like Mega Man never got that. You know, there were some attempts with like Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. There was kind of an attempt at Mega Man X7, which didn't go so well. But like I was like, oh, I believe this can be done. You know, like I'm pretty sure if you just figure out the way to get the schmoovin' going, the whole schmoovin' and grooving, it can work really well in 3D. And so that was like that's what really motivated me to make this project, was to see that transition from like of Mega Man game style gameplay from 2D to 3D. Other motivation is making characters who look like this, who look like this, who look like my kids and the people I knew growing up. Because like so many times in video games, there aren't a lot of protagonists or like main characters who look this way, who have darker skin or are black or Latino or from just communities that aren't really shown in like the forefront of the lead in games. And so I really want to do what I could to create characters that look like the people I knew growing up, and for folks like myself or people I knew who often don't see themselves represented in games.
Can message him, and you're going to see an interview from the guy who actually created this game, the actual person. You're going to see some interviews from him too during this review process as well. The graphics are incredible. They're in Unreal graphics. Everything about the world is beautiful. The trees, you know, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's platforming. It's a platformer game. It's just like Mega Man, but 3D. Yeah, let's keep on going. So the graphics look phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. For what it is, and people need to support. Dude, I would love to see a second game of this. I would love to see a second one. I would love to see more to this and add it to this and make it even harder, maybe make it, you know, just insane stuff. I appreciate the guy who made this stuff, this game. I admire it as someone who's been playing video games majority of my life. I respect everything that you do and every other developer that's indie and also double H.
How would you want people to feel about your game? I want you all to love it so much that you buy it on every platform multiple times. No, I want you guys to really just... I set out to make the game fun. I want people to have like a moment-to-moment sort of like grin on their face, like from the full playthrough.
AAA, whatever the heck you call it, third party, whatever you call it. Like you people are the reason why I keep gaming, is because people with passion that want to make good games, good content for us people to enjoy and talk about. Like, for example, Temtem. You know, Temtem's a good game made by Crema Games, published by Humble. One thing is too, as well, Humble Games, best publisher out there. I'm telling you, whew, I love their publishing, man. I love them. But anyways, though, the graphics are great. Graphics are great. The one thing I did notice was there's a jumping icon. You know, in like Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that, there's a little circle on the bottom. I think they added that later on for Protodroid, because I don't remember seeing that. But because I did remember, what I do remember was not knowing how far my jump's gonna go, because you know when you jump and you don't know where your shadow is, or I think there was a shadow in this game, but I think they added a circle. I think they did like a update or something like that. But I do like that there is that circle there when you're jumping, because you always know where you're going to land. It's always nice to know where you're gonna land, because if you don't know where you're landing, you're gonna fall off the edge. You're gonna look weird, right? The in-game camera is silky smooth. I love how accurate it is. It's very on point. The jumping is instant jumping, instantly, boom, instant, boom, jump, press. I practiced it too. I tapped it, boom, instantly. I absolutely hate games where you jump and it's delayed. I hate when you block and it's delayed. I hate delay. I mean, there's definitely some delay in this game. We're gonna talk about it, but this game does the jumping well and does the charging well. Does there's also dashing too, by the way. There's also dashing in this game. The HUD is pleasing. It's easy to read somewhat. The one thing that is a little questionable is the special weapons. When you get special weapons, the icons are kind of confusing. I mean, I think you can fix that. easily. If you make another game, or maybe if you update it, I don't know. I don't really mind. I don't mind how it is. It just takes some time to get used to. You got to get used to it. It's not as intuitive to me, at least, because I came from Call of Duty. I came from Call of Duty, you know, 4 and all the way up to now. Well, 4 years ago, I stopped playing for a reason. I'm not gonna get into that. We're gonna make a video one day for that. But anyways, though, on to the next one. There is dashing, and one thing I do want to note, I don't want to spoil the game, but I will tell you this: make sure you go for the special side quests. There's like side mission things, like challenge. You know, like the kind of like dungeons in a sense. But what happens is you go in this little like dungeon thing, right? It's a little special area, and what it does is you clear it, and you either get extra health or you get extra charge for your weapon, or what else is? I think that's it. I think it's just charge for that or that, or you also get a weapon too. You also get a brand new ability. You get like abilities, you know, like stuff where if you're like flying in the air, you can use the ability in the air, and if you're like, let's say you dash, you can. It's cool. It's cool. So I don't want to spoil too much of it, but you know there are abilities. The game is very, very smooth in my opinion. The early game tutorial, you get a dash. It teaches you how to dash. It teaches you how to charge. It teaches you how to lock on and off of characters. I like that. I love tutorials in games. It was a very short tutorial too, by the way. It wasn't lengthy. It wasn't this long ass tutorial. It was very straight to the point. Jump, dash, lock on, boom, go for the special. There's these things where you can smash with, you can melee, and it'll give you back your charge. And then there's also health packets on the ground as well. I wish each weapon shares more detail on what they do. That is something I do wish was a thing. You know, it gave you kind of like an idea of what it did. You know what I'm saying? Like if I click on this, like an encyclopedia, you know, for instance, it just gives you details and ideas of like, when I use this, what is it gonna do? Obviously, here's the thing. Obviously, you can use it in game and kind of experiment it by just using it. But it would be nicer, just kind of like a small thing. This is why they say the small things do matter, and you know, just a small little detail of what it does. I mean, obviously, the more you play, the more you know what they do, but I do feel like that's something that lacked, and also the icons too. The icons, I wish the icons were just a little bit easier to understand. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't understand it. Maybe it's just that counterintuitive to me. You know, icons for each weapon. Yeah, I talked about that. Was kind of tough. I love the blasters in this game. I love this. I love this. I love them. I love them. I love this. I love them. I love them. I love this. I love them. I love them. Like tapping that button every time I tap. Pellets, bro. Such a cool thing. The aesthetic of that, the animation of that is really good.
Because that's really what I focused on with this game, was making the moment-to-moment gameplay like nice. So I really hope that that's what people experience going through. Is that like, man, I'm just having a lot of fun. It's just old school inspired, straight up video game.
The animation of the character too. The animation of the character, the hair, all that stuff. It looks really good. Everything just sits well. Everything sits very, very well with it. But so yeah, so you do get that oddball checkpoint. Oh yeah, checkpoints. Checkpoints are freaking perfect, dude. The checkpoints are perfect, but there's also forgiveness too. Like when you fall off an edge, like you know, usually when you go on a platformer game, and let's say you fall off the edge, right? Sometimes you have to start all the way back at the checkpoint, or maybe like far back. This game does it pretty well, man. This game does it pretty well with checkpoints. I feel like each checkpoint is perfect, and I feel like when you fall off the edge, it brings you back sometimes, well, most of the time, to the spot where you want to be, where you feel like, okay, I should be here. But there's always this oddball moment where it kind of sends you back further than what you thought. I think that's very rare though, because I played 5 times. Think about this. I played 5 times, so I'm obviously gonna run into this oddball glitch and stuff like that. So, but majority of the time, checkpoints are perfect. Thank you. I love seeing health drops. Thank you for having health drops, by the way. Thank you for dropping health. I appreciate that. I feel like some games lack that. They want to make it harder that way. I don't agree with that. I feel like you should give us health, like make us feel like comfortable. You don't want to. I mean, obviously, it's cool. It's cool to have that like no health, that moment where you're like 1 HP, you beat the boss. You're like, holy crap, I just beat the boss with 1 HP. Cool moment, but man, sometimes you just want that health drop. I love this game. This game dropped it perfectly. And also too, for the people that want to do like, you know, hard, like because since there's no difficulty in this game, I would recommend not going for double dashes for the special stuff like the health and the charge. So if you want to have a hard time and just like go on, man, don't go for any of the side stuff. Just keep playing, play the bosses. That's probably how most likely how you can have a harder time. So if the game's too easy for you, if it's way too easy, just don't go for the special stuff. Just don't, because it will get hard. It does get harder. It will, trust me. It will get harder. You'll notice, you'll be like, holy smokes, the fact that I got this extra health, it really helped. You know what I'm saying? It really helped. And yeah, so for the people who like to speed run and all that stuff, it's kind of hard to speed run in these kind of games because there's a lot of there's this enemy that can track you with a missile. Has like 6 missiles and it tracks you and stuff and all that stuff. So but melee stuns certain enemies, so just to let you know, melee does stun certain enemies. I think the weapon is like electric or something like that, so when you're slicing and dicing and all that stuff, it's just like shocks them. Also too, when you melee, you do get charge back, so you know, if you're like struggling, you're like trying to figure out a good pattern, you know, let's say you're using your charge too much. Maybe you're just like, okay, maybe I'm using it too much. Let's stop doing that a little bit too much. I'm doing this a little bit and kind of like cut it off a bit, you know, kind of cut it down, 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 you know, kind of cut it down and just melee a little bit, melee and just melee a little bit, melee and just melee a little bit, melee, save the charge for bigger enemies with more health and all that stuff. But yeah, cool, I love that. The stunning, did not know that at first. For the first time, I think the first time I played, I did not know that you can stun, you know, like there's certain enemies you can hit and it kind of like stuns them a little bit. And also refills the charge. Love the obstacles. I love the traverse through the world. I love it, man. Dude, the guy that made this game, he knew exactly what he was doing. I'm telling you right now, like, I played Fall Guys, I played a lot of indie games, a lot of these like platformer games. This game did it well. There are some spots where I feel like the guy that made this game, I'm sorry I forgot your name, I'll definitely shout you out in a minute here. Yeah, his name's Adam Kareem. Adam Kareem, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Like, this game is perfect. Like, everything I'm reading off is just perfect. And then yeah, so I love the obstacles. I love all the lasers and then you got the enemies. It's a whole lot of fun. It also gets stressful though if you're like really trying to like beat this game, like, you know, you're hardcore and you're not going for the side stuff. It's gonna get hard and you're gonna have a frustrating time. But if you go for the nice stuff on the sides, the little goodies, you know what I'm saying, little gifts on the sides, you will have a great time. But I love the obstacles. I love it. But I think this game's perfect. Obviously, there's nothing perfect. There's always flaws. There's definitely flaws for sure. But to me, from what I'm seeing, I feel passion. I feel love was put into this game. I feel like just everything about this game is just stuff I love.
And I'm just playing and having a good time. Another bit, I guess, I want to see people. I want for folks to feel inspired. I deliberately chose the solar punk kind of aesthetic because so many times in games they try to either go for the gritty, kind of sad, overcast, like sci-fi. The world is over. The world is miserable. Everything is bad. And I want to create a world more hopeful and it has more like infusion, like nature and characters who are just a bit more like upbeat. And so yeah, I hope the game helps you walk away feeling hopeful and inspired.
So yeah, so the obstacles I love. As you play in the game, you unlock skins. You unlock skins throughout the game when you're playing. They're little purple icons. And if this video does good, hey, I'll literally show you where every single purple icon is. So when you play this game, you'll be able to find those things for the cosmetics and all that stuff. I'm down to do that, but if this video does good, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that, and you know, I'm down to do a little tip and trick or whatever. But yeah, so as you play, you unlock these skins, and then there's also an armory and an item section where you can choose, like, you know, these special, like there's permanent unlocks, and there's also temporary unlocks, you know, like ones where you can, like, magnet, like let's say you take out an enemy and he drops the coin stuff, the currency stuff, it'll come to you faster and it'll be a bigger range, you know, bigger range and all that stuff. So it's good. So there's definitely stuff to unlock for sure, if you're into that. And then also the special bonus spot, don't need to do it, it's extra. I mean you kind of do, kind of don't. Depends on your playstyle. If you're really good at games but don't like hardcore stuff, I mean, this would be fine for you. Just skip it, whatever, or do it. And if you're hardcore, just obviously skip it. But yeah, there's that. I have difficulty, so there's no difficulty for this game. So yeah, that's probably the only thing I can think of is that. You get more abilities and health as you do those bonus things, so for these things. So if you don't go for these things, these special things, there's 4 abilities that you're gonna miss out on. So maybe play the game once and feel it out without it, and then maybe come back and go for that to give yourself a challenge. I don't know, or not a challenge, but, you know, a little bit different of experience. Or charge gauge will increase slightly. Yeah, so that's pretty much my review for this game. I think this game was well done, man. I think everything about this game is what I like. The dialogue, like the characters in this game, man, like, just intriguing. Like I said too, I'm gonna show every single voice actor, a screenshot of the voice actors in this game. I just want to give you guys and girls a shout out. Y'all did good. I loved your voice acting. Every single person did amazing, just amazing. And Adam, thank you for this game. Thank you for making this. Shout out to Humble Games, my friends, my buddies at Humble Games. I mean, we're not like business partners or anything like that. We're just, you know, we're acquaintances. We know each other online, and they're very cool to me. I'm cool to them. Big fan of their publishing. They publish a lot of great games. You know, obviously like Ghost Song, Infinite Guitars, Protodroid, Proteus, what else is there's so many. There wasn't it like Coral Island. I don't know if Coral Island was one, but there's so many games. There's tons of games that Humble Games has published, and I also like their message. They like to donate and help the kids and stuff like that. I love that. I really do love that, man. I wish my channel was more popular so I could, you know, give money back to that and donate. I would love to donate, man, and give them a couple bucks or something, man. Is anything, 10 bucks? I don't freaking know, man. Because I love that, man. I love giving. I love just supporting. I love what Mr. Beast does too. Mr. Beast, he gives back money. I mean, he does it a different way, but I do love seeing people get their lives changed over some money and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is my review. Protodroid DeLta, I give you a 9 out of 10. I have no issues with this game, besides some small little things, as I talked about in my notes, little minute details. But, you know, from MegaMan, from like this game compared to MegaMan, this game is seriously just like a MegaMan game, but it has its own identity. It's its own game, but it has its influence. You can feel the influence. You can feel the ideas and the knowledge of playing. You can tell that this person, Adam, played MegaMan. You can tell. Playing this, you can tell. It's just the reason why it looks different, feels different, all that stuff. A lot of these MegaMan games were 2D, like 8-bit. Wasn't it like 8-bit, 18-bit or something like that? But yeah, man, Adam, props on this game. This game, I would love to see this game get on Game Pass. I mean, as much as, I know it's not the best thing, but I would love to see this on Game Pass. I would love to see people play this game. I mean, if it's on Game Pass or not, that's fine. Maybe on Steam for whatever. But you know, for people that don't know, this game was 20 bucks when I bought it. When it dropped, it was like 20 bucks. So it's pretty cheap. It's not even that expensive. So it's a good deal. Plays like MegaMan. You watched my review. You know it's good. I don't make videos if it's bad. I mean, if I like the game, maybe. But I mean, if it's bad and I don't like it, I'm not gonna make a review on it. But if I like a game, you're gonna see a review on my video. You're gonna see a review of a video of this game I played on my channel. If I like it, you're gonna see it. And I'm gonna try my best to put out and produce a video for people to watch and enjoy and stuff like that. But if you're watching this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and go check out my other videos. I've been back and forth on my YouTube. I went from gaming to comedy, and then my comedy got screwed over. I got a lot of my videos got copyrighted and stuff like that, like literally a month and a half later, so I got screwed there. But at the end of the day, go check out my content. I post gaming stuff, and I also got some vlogs I'm gonna be doing here and there, like occasionally, sporadically, just random stuff, just whenever I feel like vlogging and stuff. I also edit. Every single edit in all my videos I taught myself. Yeah, man. I hope you enjoyed the review. But Xbox, I heard the news that Xbox is switching over their exclusives like Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiments or something like that, and a few other games. Sea of Thieves. Very, very interesting to see that happen. When I saw videos on it, I saw people post videos on it when they first kind of hinted at that. People were saying that the console's gonna go away. You know, Halo's gonna go to PlayStation. Honestly, I think Halo going to PlayStation is a great idea. I think that's the best idea for gaming. I think for Halo at least, because it's just like Halo is just not Halo anymore, and they lost a lot of customers because people didn't like the beginning state of the game. They didn't like how the game was, so they kind of transitioned over yo, I don't like this game, I hate this game, blah blah blah. I think it'd be good, and then it'd be cool to see Crash Bandicoot on Xbox, Call of Duty on Xbox, maybe some Spyro on Game Pass and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And it's definitely a weird change, but we're all gonna have to feel it out and see what happens in the next year or so, because we can't tell right now. Right now it's back and forth. It's yeah, it's good, but it's also bad, but it's also good. You know, who knows what the future is? Who knows? But yeah, so this is my review. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. My name is Anthony, or you can call me A1 Solution. That's my Twitch name, and my YouTube name is Anthony Vlogs and Games. My YouTube video link will be down below in my description and also my comments. And just in case you want to go click it in the playlist in my dispensary, you can go check them out. And I think this is about it. This is Protodroid DeLta. Shout out to Adam Kareem, Humble Games, and all the voice actors, all the people that worked on this game. Shout out to you. I enjoyed this game. If this is your boy A1 Solution, Anthony's One Solution. My name is Anthony. The A means Anthony. The 1 means one person. A1 means everyone. And the solution is all that coming together. And this is called the Circle of Life. And have a great day.
Like, subscribe, like, and subscribe.
You have made it to the end of the video.